everyone, welcome back. I've got an absolutely huge bag of empties this month. I think it's more like 6-7 weeks rather than my usual 4 or 5 weeks, and it's just massive. Look at this. I mean, this whole right side is just completely full. I can barely even lift it, it's hurting. So yeah, I can't wait to get this filmed, because these empties, I think, have been driving my husband crackers, even bothering me a little bit now. I'm going to have to sort them into categories, otherwise this video is going to be absolute chaos. So I better get cracking. So if you're completely new to empties, the concept is I show you everything that I've used up. In my empties as well, I do empties and fails, so I don't just show you products I've completely used and then tell you whether I would repurchase them, but I also show you products that I've just not been able to use and are being binned, and I'll tell you why that is as well. And 99.9% of the time when that's happened, I wouldn't repurchase that, because obviously if I've not used it, I've not got my money's worth in the first place. So any variations to that I will say. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and then it just lets me know that you like these sorts of videos. I'm just going to be honest with you, I would film empties whether they got like 1,000,000 thumbs down or no views, because I just really love empties. I actually find it really hard to find empties relevant for the UK. I mean, I watch all sorts of empties, but if something's harder to get in the UK, then it's sometimes helpful to watch UK based empties. So let me know please in the comments if you know any YouTubers that do really good empties videos, or you know, specifically UK ones would be great as well, but any YouTubers that you know that really do empties videos, because I love them. And yeah, let's make a start. The categories are sorted, and I'm going to start with makeup, because I think for most people that's the most interesting. Now, some of these products could technically be in more than one category, so I've just chucked them in whatever category, so bear that in mind. So the first makeup product I'm going to mention is the Clarins Fix Makeup, which is a long-lasting makeup hold, hydrates, refreshes, soothes. It's in a lovely glass bottle, so I've enjoyed, especially with that colour, you know, my colour, I've enjoyed having that on my dresser, and I enjoyed using it, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I don't think it's worth the price tag, and for me it doesn't really, I don't feel like it holds as much as it costs, if that makes sense. So there are other fixing sprays or setting sprays or just water or hydrating sprays that I just feel, you know, help me in the same way but don't cost as much, so I wouldn't repurchase that. I think I've only ever used this once. I think the other day when I put it on was possibly the day I opened it, even though it's a couple of years old. So yeah, I mean, it's supposed to last 24 months, but I hadn't opened it before, so I wasn't expecting for it to go bad. It's either bad or it's supposed to smell like that, and heavens, I hope not. I don't think so, because I'm sure I have the shade in Nova, which is a lovely sort of mauvey pinky colour, which doesn't smell like that. This one is in the shade Nude Eclipse. I'm not sad that it's getting decluttered and going in the bin. I'll give you a swatch of it, because it's just not my sort of nude. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't really suit me. It's sort of like a concealer lip sort of look on me, and I don't know again if it's the age of it or whether it's, I think nude lips can often do this, but it gives you that like butthole mouth situation where you have that weird line that looks really unflattering on the inside of your mouth here, which I know a lot of liquid lipsticks do, and that is the Apocalypse Lip Lacquer by Rimmel. So it's not a lip line, it's not a liquid lipstick, so I'm not in a traditional matte sense, I'm not quite sure why it does that. And it does that immediately, not just after a short time, which some lipsticks can do. So that was a really non-success of a product. I wouldn't repurchase it. Then I've got the Be Brilliant Rich Colour Lip Gloss. Now there's only so much success that you can have from a red lip gloss. It's in the shade 140 Poppy. Heaven knows why I bought this. When I originally bought it, I think I was into that sort of rosy lip stain sort of look. In future, I will just get a lip stain and a clear gloss. Even though, having said that, I'll give it its dues. It doesn't bleed particularly bad or get particularly messy, but the colour is just not as even as I would like. So it's a little bit patchy. But yeah, I mean, this is just, I've just not used at all. So it's not really finished, it's not empty. I wouldn't repurchase it, not because there's anything wrong with it. I actually had a different shade of this. It was like a lovely sort of coral colour, which was literally my favourite lip gloss I've ever owned, which is why I bought it in a different colour. But I didn't like this colour, wouldn't repurchase that particular colour again, but would purchase that product again in a different colour. And then I've got Lumi Magique by L'Oreal. I wouldn't repurchase this again purely because I don't really need or use primers. There's only one primer I've ever really liked, which is the Too Faced sort of Hangover RX like coconut primer, but I just feel like it's a necessary step really. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my skincare, I generally don't need a primer. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase that. And there's also a dupe for it which is cheaper from the brand 17, although I'm wondering if that brand have disappeared now. I think the whole brand's been discontinued because they were like a derivative of Boots No. 7, like a teenagey version, and I had a rumour they didn't exist anymore. But anyway, that's not actually completely used up. I would love to say it wasn't. I came across it trying to look through what I want to put in my next year's project pan, and that, unfortunately, I squeezed it out into my hand and it separated. And I remember that the last time I had a breakout, it was directly after using that, so it has literally just gone bad. Okay, so next category I'm going to do is skincare, because I know it's another popular one. I'm just helping people out by doing it in this order, because then if I get to kind of like baby wipes and the nonsense, you can clicked off by then if you're not interested. So this is Clinique Moisture Surge. So this is quite a pricey face cream. Extended Thirst Relief. I wouldn't repurchase that again. I think it's the second one I've had of this, and it's simply because they do like a serum that's in a pump that's kind of like a airless pump. You'll see what I mean in a minute, because I've got a similar product from Clinique to show you, but I get that, and that I put under my moisturiser, and I feel like that works better for me. That on its own isn't as good for me, and I'm not going to buy both the products. So yeah, I don't know, I didn't think much of it. And then I've got the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This is like a sample. I think I've had this sample before. I would not, excuse that noise, I'm just chucking them back into the giant bag. I would not repurchase that. I would not purchase that because it's not very accessible to me, A, and B, I have a holy grail face product, let's just say it. I mean, I was going to say I like a moisturising facial wash, but I have a moisturising facial wash called the Simple Moisturising Facial Wash, and nothing has ever compared to that, no matter how many times I try. I'm 33 now, I just need to give up on trying other people's face washes. That one you can't put near your eyes, which isn't my jam. I like to wash my eyes when I'm washing my face because it will sting your eyes. But I tell you what it was good for. I do sort of have some hairs growing around here that aren't particularly great, and I pluck them out, and that helps with stopping like the ingrowing hair situation if you've got that as a problem. So there's always that. This is Clinique for Men Maximum Hydrator, which is the male equivalent to the airless pumped hydrating serum that I use myself for the Moisture Surge line, which I was referring to earlier. Yes, my husband loved this and he's finished it, and we've already repurchased it for him, and I would repurchase it for him again. Then I have the Body Shop Aloe Soothing Day Cream, which is formulated for sensitive skin. I enjoyed it, and I bought the matching eye cream, which I haven't finished yet, and I wouldn't repurchase it. I'll probably just clean that out and keep the packaging though, but I wouldn't repurchase that because it's just not moisturising enough. It was lovely and soothing, but I just need more moisture. My skin's just like a little bit dry. What category should we do next? I think we should do nails, because that's sort of like makeup beauty related. Okay, I got through a bottle of Seche Vite, and I did keep the box to show you. The reason, if you're thinking, Kelly, how on earth have you managed to use up a whole bottle of Seche Vite when you're halfway through the bottle it becomes completely unusable? It's because you can buy something called Seche Restore, which I own, and you put drops of it in there and it makes it usable again. So if you're going to use this product and you like it, I highly recommend Seche Restore. It's really handy. And then I'm just chucking this bottle of oil that I got from my local, it's not my local, the place I got my wedding nails done when I had extensions. They gave me this bottle of cuticle oil. I just don't really like it. It's fine. I just like to use 100% pure jojoba oil on my cuticles. And then I wanted to show you this. It was like an acrylic dipping powder that I got from eBay. I've spilt quite a lot of it, but I bought it when I was going to try and do my own nails. That was an epic fail. I mean, I do paint my own nails, but I have overlay on them to stop them from breaking, and I did attempt to do that and it failed badly, so I wouldn't recommend that. Acrylic powder is a nightmare. It's all slippy, it's so fine, it's just, yeah, just leave it to the professionals. leave it to the professionals. So the next category I think we'll do is Bath and Body. I got through a Body Shop Early Harvest Raspberry. I think it's really clever from a marketing perspective that they're calling it Early Harvest Raspberry, because then it just makes it relevant to autumn. I bought it in the autumn when I wouldn't usually buy fruit related, I suppose, stuff unless it's like pumpkin, but I wouldn't buy this anyway in the autumn necessarily, but the colour and the fact it's early harvest made me want to buy it, and it is really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. To be honest, when it comes to body butters, they're all great at the Body Shop, especially if you go for the ones that are specifically for dry skin like that one, or extra dry skin. And I just go whatever scent I fancy while I'm in the shop, or, you know, if something's on sale, even better. But I do actually know at least one other lotion that's even more hydrating. Oh, see, I'm checking if I've got it, than the Body Shop Body Butters for me, and that's Smoothie Star Deep Moisture Body Milk. Although it's thinner, to me that's more moisturising than the Body Butters. And then I got through a sample size of Grapefruit Body Butter. That was lovely. I would consider that for, I think it's pink grapefruit. I would consider that for the summer. Beautiful. I love that sort of scent. Okay, so body wise, I also got through a Clarins Hoolie tonic. Oh, it has English. Just say the English, Kelly. Tonic body treatment, 100% pure plant extracts, firming, toning. So the reason I bought this is because I like to use it on my inner thighs if I've got like a holiday coming up, I need to get bikini body ready. So it's really good for that, even though it's very expensive. I think they're about £40 a bottle, although I have already repurchased it, yes, and I got it in the sale. I didn't pay that much for it. So yeah, I really like that. And then this is the Yog Nog Yule Log Slice Bubble Bar by Lush. It was beautiful. Really, literally one of my most favourite products I've ever bought from Lush. It was lovely. It looked like a slice of Battenberg, smelled like one. I got 4 baths out of it because I broke the Battenbergs into the 4 squares. It was so good. Yeah, I knew I was something I forgot last time I went to Lush to repurchase that. I will be repurchasing that. Before we get into hair care, I'm just going to show the 2 products that sort of don't, miscellaneous, they haven't really fitted into any of the category piles I've got, which is Miscellaneous Clarins Super Restorative Hand Cream, good for anti-age spots and replenishing. I did finish that up because I paid so much for it, but I shouldn't have. I should have passed it on to somebody or just tossed it, because you know, I suffer with really bad dermatitis, especially in the winter. That's obviously a swatch, but yeah, especially in the winter I suffer with bad hands, and I need to use really moisturising, really fragrance-free, simple products. So it's no good for me. I'm not going to be repurchasing it for that reason. And then my Holy Grail antiperspirant, which is the Cotton Dry 48 Hour by Shaw, the Motion Sense one. So I got through one of those. And yeah, let's do hair care. I've got absolutely loads for hair care. I've got the Kiehl's Magic Elixir Hair Restructuring. You ready? Concentrate with rosemary leaf and avocado oils for all hair types and scalps. Yeah, I won't be repurchasing that. I didn't think much of it. For oils like that, what I was using it for is like putting on dry hair before I got into the steam room or sauna at the gym, and letting it penetrate my hair that way. And I find just straightforward 100% pure oils that you get on with, you can buy yourself, like the avocado one, or for me like the camellia one. You can buy those and they're cheaper and they work better, so no, I wouldn't be purchasing that. This is about half finished. It's just so unbelievably old, I'm actually frightened to use it. But the first ingredient is alcohol denette, so it's an absolute no-no for me to put alcohol denette on my hair. And this is Beautifully Straightened High Shine Spray by Trevor Sorbet, so that's going to go in the dustbin. And then I got through, I have finished the L'Oreal Pure Riche Conditioner, Nourishing and Taming for very dry, rebellious hair. And this is the one with camelina oil. Never heard of that oil. So yeah, it was alright. I wouldn't repurchase it because I'm going to be going on to the curly hair girl method after my year-long hair project pan. And I'll link that video in the description box for you if you've missed the intro, but I've got over 80 products to get through. And yeah, that has stuff in it that you can't use with the curly girl method, so I won't be repurchasing that. The Redken Extreme Anti-Snap Protein sort of treatment. yeah, I wouldn't repurchase that. I feel like you got to be careful, especially when you're following the Kylie Girl method with protein. And if I do need it, I can get the protein in much more natural, much more cheaper forms than that. I have had that before, so I don't know why I keep buying it. But yeah, I don't feel like it necessarily helps with hair breakage, for me anyway. This is like a detangling brush that we got at TK Maxx. I think at one time it might have had a picture of the Eiffel Tower on the back of it. So yeah, that's just old, and that's the only reason I'm binning it. And I wouldn't repurchase it because my daughter gets on much better with the Carla Wet and Silky, those sorts of types of brushes. She gets on better with those. So that was my daughter's brush, and that's gone. And for me, my brush that I've recently got through is the Wet and Dry by Carla. So as you can see, that's absolutely battered, and I've recently replaced that with one similar. Yes, I would repurchase that one again. If the one I recently got from Boots, which is similar but by a different brand, if that lasts longer, then it'd probably be that one I repurchased. But it was good, yeah, and it was worth the money. This is the Revlon Lotus Flower Hair Treatment. Excuse me, a lot of alcohol in, so I have used a little bit of it before I realised that's a big absolute no for me, and so that's going in the bin. This is the Aussie Miracle Hair Insurance with jojoba seed oil. I might keep that bottle, it'll be handy. So my daughter got through that. I use it as like a detangler. She's got really long blonde hair, and there's loads of it, so she needs help when it's brushing, otherwise, you know, it hurts her. This is the Advanced Techniques from Avon Colour Hit Heat Infusion. I am throwing it away because it's extremely old, so I'm scared to put it on my hair for that reason, but also because I have absolutely no idea what's in it and I can't be bothered to look it up, let's just face it. This is the Garnier Ultimate Blends Mythic Oil, the Weightless Nourisher Balm. I was saving this packet for travel, but there's really nowhere I'm going to be going that would require me only to have a single use of something like this, so I just used it. I just thought it's getting old, I'll use it up. I really like that. If I wasn't going curly girl, I would repurchase it, but I am going curly girl, so I'm not going to repurchase it. Okay, so we've got the Fudge Urban Matte Headmaster. My husband used that up, and yeah, he likes it. He said he would repurchase it. And then I went through the Redken Curvaceous Full Swirl Curl Memory Complex. It's an airless pump, and it was a curl cream. I really didn't like that. I mean, it's not Kylie Girl approved, but I still wouldn't repurchase it either way because I really thought it was quite rubbish. I'm just going to be honest. It was very expensive and not very good. This is the Lee Stafford Arganol from Moroccan Moisture Injection Dry Conditioner. Why would anyone buy a dry conditioner which first ingredient is alcohol dennet? Me, obviously. No, I would not repurchase that. This is the VO5 Extreme Style Matte Defining Spray. Again, my husband used this. He didn't like it, and so he hasn't finished it and wouldn't repurchase that. Okay, so next category, I'm going to show you the stuff that I've used up, which is like family and everyone else related, family household, that's what words I'm looking for, family household related. So you can stop now if you want to, but after this there's also going to be a category of all the stuff that I'm getting rid of that's fails. So I haven't used them up, but they are still going out of my life. Okay, so I got through 5 packets of Johnson's Extra Sensitive Baby Wipes. Yeah, they're sort of the baby wipe choice at the moment, really good, but only for butts. If you try and use them on faces, they can cause dry skin, in my experience anyway. This is Aqua Pure by Pampers. Yeah, they were okay. They're just, if I was out and about and they were the only ones, I would buy them. No complaints. I don't know. I just pick up Johnson's. I don't know why. Got through 2 samples of Deep Heat Muscle Massage Roll-On Lotion. I think I got these samples when I did the Great North Run, in my Great North Run like pack at the end when you complete. It's like a half marathon, and then when you complete it they give you like a goodie bag. So yeah, I would repurchase that. I've got Forever Living one on the go at the minute, which is not worth the money, so I probably would just buy that one again. But my favourite is Tiger Balm, so yeah, I would pick Tiger Balm over that. I got through an Asda Nourish and Cleanse hand wash. It was okay, but I'm thinking of really trying to stick to really fragrance-free products for sensitive hands around my house, just because it's not convenient for me to have two bottles of hand wash everywhere around the house, and I can't use products on my poor hands. This was the Carrot Unicorn Magic Fun Edition, and my daughter really enjoyed that. In fact, I got through 2 of those. Yeah, she really loved it, but I'm not going to be buying it moving forwards. And then this is the Fruits, Rhubarb and Vanilla Fragrance Explosion hand wash. This one is such a favourite. If you don't have sensitive hands in your house, consider this one, because every guest I've ever had that have washed their hands with that in my bathroom has complimented me on it. So it's a really beautiful scent, but unfortunately, you know, I can't buy it. So this is the mouthwash by Listerine in Cool Mint, milder taste. Yeah, my husband liked that one, and I would get that one again for him because he got on with it. And I got through 2 Max White Colgate's Expert Whiter Teeth in 5 days. So I got through 2 of those. Those are really good. Now I know you can buy toothpaste for £1 or 2, and they're like full price. They're like £6, but honestly, works a treat. Really good product. My new holy grail. It used to be the Colgate Whiter Teeth in 14 days, but they changed the formula and that's no good now. So that's my new holy grail. This is the Wilko's Kids Strawberry Toothpaste 3 to 6. There is a little bit left in this, but when it gets when it gets to a point where there's hardly any left in it, my daughter needs help squeezing it out, and she, you know, I like her to have the independence of brushing her own teeth without assistance, and so I'm chucking that out. It's cheap as chips, so you know it's not a big deal. This is the E45 Itch Relief Cream, which I originally bought to try on the backs of my hands, and it doesn't work as good for me as regular E45 on my dermatitis, but it was good on my daughter's body where she had dryness. However, I wouldn't repurchase it again because the packaging's dangerous. It's like metal, and so it breaks and splits and oozes out, and it's very sharp as well. So I like my daughter to have something on her bedside that she can apply herself in the night if she wakes up and the itching's bothering her, so that's no good for that. This is the Head & Shoulders Men Ultra 2-in-1 Total Care. My husband likes that. He seems to buy that one and favour that one, so it must be a really good one. And this is the Lynx Gold by Anthony Joshua Body Wash. Let me smell that. Yeah, it's alright. If he asks me if I like it, I'll say it's okay. I've just got a thing against Lynx. I'm not going to go into it because it will start a ranting rampage of a rant, so I've got a thing against Lynx. This is the Wilko Soak It Up Bath Cream. You're going to be seeing a lot less of these in future because I used to put half a cap in that every night in my kids' baths, and they're both suffering with dry skin from the winter at the minute, so I'm just going to be giving them water baths and not putting anything in them, or maybe even buy some Oilmentum or something really hydrating. This is Johnson's Baby Shampoo. Yes, that is decent. I love it. I love the smell of what it does on my son's baby hair, and I will be repurchasing that. And also I got through my Imperial Leather Sensitive soaps. My daughter uses these to wash herself, and I also use them to wash my makeup brushes. So that brings me to the very last category, which is products that are fails. So the products that just haven't had the chance to be used up. They've either gone bad, or for whatever reason I'm just completely letting go of them. So I remember when I actually bought these a really long time ago, and I bought them in every scent that they did, and it's the Lime and Ginger Shower Gel from Superdrug. This just rolled under the bed and got lost, and we recently had a reason to go under the bed and found it under there. There was like a box of stuff under there I'd completely forgotten about, and it's gone off. I know that because it's turned from gel-like consistency to water, and so yeah, that I'm not putting that on my skin. In that box was also the Baling and Harding Sweet Mandarin and Grapefruit, so I'm going to assume that's also off because of how old and runny it is. Having said that, I wouldn't put Baylis and Harding on my skin because almost everything I've ever tried from that brand I've had an allergic reaction to, so I wouldn't repurchase Baylis and Harding. I would repurchase this shower gel because I love the scent of lime and ginger, but honestly I just really like the Soap and Glory or more moisturising shower gels for me. This is Baylis and Harding Sweet Mandarin and Grapefruit Body Butter, so they probably were in a gift set. It makes me feel really guilty because I know somebody probably bought me that gift set, and I know somebody would have bought me this gift as a gift set, which is Beauty Ecology, and it's like 3 little minis. I just feel the same way about these that I do Baylis and Harding, although I genuinely got them in the box and forgot about them. Those sorts of lotions that you buy in like body care and those sort of cheap shops, I'm really frightened of them, and the shower gels I'm scared because I've had so many bad experiences with them. Okay, so this is Spa body scrub. So it's not it's produced in China for Tesco stores. Again, I'm not a snob, you know, it's just like that I don't know, I just can't explain it. This is the perfumed body lotion and perfumed shower gel by Sex and the City. Now I do use perfume, but perfumed products, again, it's the same reason. I know they were in a gift set with a perfume from my sister-in-law, so I feel really guilty for that, and I've literally held on to them for probably 5 or 6 years for that reason, but I just couldn't bring myself to use them, and they were in that mysterious lost box. And the last 2 products that were in the mysterious lost box were the lemon and tea tree shower gel, which I don't like the scent of lemon, so I wouldn't repurchase that, and the Boots tea tree and witch hazel peel off face mask, and that's too old now for me to use, and they've both gone off. I can tell just by looking at them and moving the bottle they've gone off, and I wouldn't repurchase that because I'm not that sort of a face mask girl. I'm more of a clay based mask or a moisturising mask. These are cuticle trimmers that I got from eBay, and they're rubbish, so they're blunt, and so if you want to hack your cuticles and jack yourself up and hurt yourself, then you might want to use these. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, so yeah, they're going in the bin. They're just really useless and do not work at all. And the last 3 products in this category are the Paul Mitchell Heat Seal, which is almost completely full, and I'm gutted because this was 15 quid, but again, the idiot that I am, either didn't realise at the time or didn't check, but really high in alcohol, and I cannot do that. And then I've got the Swarovski Oil Miracle. I don't think there's a single person in the world that can pronounce that brand. This is the Oil Miracle Liquid Oil Conditioner, and I think one of my friends gave me this. My manager Shona, I think she got it in like a beauty. I think she got it in a beauty calendar, or like a glossy box style subscription, and she doesn't use hair oil, so she knows I do, and I started to use it and I actually really liked it, but I'm just scared to use it because the 3rd ingredient on the list is alcohol, so I'm not going to use that, but I really appreciate her giving it to me. And then this is the Herbal Essences dry shampoo. I can't remember whatever possessed me to try that. I suppose I just wanted to understand the hype of dry shampoo and try dry shampoo. I can't remember, but yeah, dry shampoo is just not my jam. There's nothing wrong with that, I just don't use dry shampoo, so that's why that's going in the bin. And then I completely forgot these 2, so they shouldn't be in this category. I'm just lopping them on to the end of the video. But this is the E45 Intense Recovery Hand Cream. I cut off the corner to get the last bits out of that. I really do like that. Yeah, I would repurchase that again. I do just like standard E45 as well, but I would repurchase that. And this is the Aussie Miracle Recharge Moisture Lightweight Conditioning Spray. It sounds like there's stuff in it because I've just put some water in that to reuse the packaging, and like a blob of Shea Moisture Leave-In Conditioner, but I use this the same way I used the other one from Aussie, just to spray on the ends of my daughter's hair before I comb and brush out her tangles. And yeah, I would repurchase it. I'm sure she's got another full bottle of that or a similar product in her drawer. And that's everything. So sorry about the length of the video. Sorry to those who don't like it, and to those who do love a lengthy video, you're welcome. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not already. If I don't see you before, I'm hoping to, but if I don't put another video out before, Merry Christmas. See you soon, guys. Bye.